Second term, the Centurions, 19-6, 120. They lead Geelong West 4-2-26. De Grande Cycle and Sport third quarter scoreboard, 40 seconds played.
Geez, I might be wrong here. I might be wrong, but I reckon a Werribee Central's blokes run in the square, and they've given the decision to Werribee Centrals. They've given it the wrong way, I think. But does it matter that much, the ease of which they kick that? Oh, I can't believe a player like Tyrone Montebruno can get a ball with about 5 players around him and just step through it without anybody touching him. That means, to me, that the West intensity is very, very low.
I don't know. I reckon you might have been right with the call, but I think McNichol on the far wing, if that's him on the far side, he actually took off soon as the umpire blew the whistle. So maybe it was his man that he pushed in and got caught. It might have been
possibly.
Umpire Dowling would have given the free kick for sure.
Well, they're short of water boy, the poor old West, because I think the umpires give him a bit of a serve mushy, and he said, "That's it, I'm going home. I'm not staying here."
So ball back in the middle of the ground. Jones and Jervis. Jervis maybe he just gets the ball over the top, coming through, picked up there by O'Brien. Handball wasn't good. The Gen's up in the hands now of Cornish, looking for running players. He goes backboards and waits for Fletcher. Fletcher off a step, goes in. Todoro takes the mark just inside the centre square, spins and goes into the forward line. Put it out for Montebruno. He's in front, good spoil from behind. Ball runs towards the boundary line. It's going to go over the boundary line and the half-forward line and will be thrown back into the field of play.
Well, where do you sit if you're Daryl Bissett when you've got players like Sims and Wall probably on your radar, and they put in the... I know it's only one performance, but, gee, they've been ordinary for really, really good players.
Wall's been back playing defence. He's moved onto the ball at least, so it gives them a chance now. It's picked up by Todoro, goes back again. Cassidy, good hands, or actually a bit low. They've seemed to have the runners out the back. Gianni picks the ball up, and again, this goes back to Jones. Jones is back further than centre wing now, but kicks into the true centre half forward position, and the mark has been taken there by White. This bloke puts in a fair bit of effort, White. He's not too bad. Goes out looking for Sims again. The kick's not good. Mark's drop, picked up there, and it's going to be cleared by Bradshaw. Goes outside, running player, and it's going to be Wall. Picks the ball up. And this is a poor positive movement, but sitting in front is Phipps. He's looking to go to the far side of the ground. Doesn't have a player there, so he chips over the top. Cassidy takes the mark. So Cassidy just backward of their centre half back position. Goes short again. Cornish, and this is a lack of intent from Geelong West. You might be right, Grubby. They just give too much space. Ball into the half forward line. Taylor comes out and he takes the mark. So Taylor on the half forward line. Another short kick goes in. This time that's well kicked and a great mark. And there's my man Buddy.
Helps when you kick the footy too. They kick the footy well.
It's a bit like watching Hawthorn last night, mate. Geez, they were clean, and this so far today, Werribee Central's been good.
And I might be right, might I?
What did you say, we? I don't agree with you very often.
I never agree with you.
Where about might be right? I am right.
So Buddy comes in, allows for the breeze. It will come back on it, and that's going to be a goal. And he now has his 4th goal. His 2nd for the quarter. 20 goals, 6, 126. 100-point lead at the 3-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. De Grande Cycle and Sports scoreboard.
I'll just go back to one of the many major differences between the two clubs, but in that last quarter, or the 2nd quarter, Werribee brought the ball around nicely and finished up kicking goals against it because of the way they delivered the ball against the wind. They did the right things to about half-forward flank and then kicked it straight down the throat of the Werribee Central's coach, and that's what Werribee didn't do. And not only is their intensity down, but their delivery of the ball's down a lot too.
Just the basics. You've got to get the basics right.
So back to the middle. Jones and Jervis, umpire, throws the ball in the air. And both get a hand to it. Falls to the side of the pack. Smith runs onto it for Werribee. Goes wide. And, somehow Wilson waltzed through. And he kicks the goal, if you don't mind. No wonder he's on Werribee's development list. I tell you, the kid can play.
Oh, yeah.
And his first of the afternoon is the 21st for Werribee. 21-6, 132.
Was it Buddy that gave the flip?
No, I think it was Braden. Was it? Oh, it might have been Buddy. Buddy Love. You got a bit of Buddy Love, haven't you? 21-6, 132. Werribee Centrals. Geelong West 4-2-26. De Grande Cycle and Sport 3rd quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes played.
Now, there's got to be a few missing from this side, Grub. Who else has got to come back into this side?
To Werribee Central side?
Yeah.
Well, not many.
Michael Knight. Would he play?
Yes.
With this Mitch Merrifield?
Well, we don't know if he's a senior player yet. He's new to the club, but I don't know much about him. Morgan will come back in.
Stephen Morgan.
He'll have to come back in.
What about Bridie? No?
Well, one of them's left. The other one,
Chris Bridie,
may come in.
Yeah.
So the ball comes out in the middle of the ground. Handball goes over the top, ends up in the hands of Dwyer. Kicks round the corner. He's going to find Lem. He just has to mark it. Good spoil in there. It's going to be cleaned up, picked up there by McNichol. He's caught. Spohn went to put himself into trouble there. Ball through West, cleared again. Won't hit the target. But Wall makes it good. Plays on, takes him on. Gianni does well, slows him down, goes to O'Brien by hand, puts himself under pressure, goes back looking for, and will find Denham it is, who feeds the ball out wide. Good kick off the ground there by Phipps just to make some ground. Goes through the hands of O'Dwyer and over the boundary line, and will be thrown back into the field of play.
But talking to Nick Washington before the game, they've got 3 or 4 recruits that haven't actually made the game here today. So they've got 3 or 4, maybe 5 players to come in as well.
So the ball thrown back in by the umpire. Again, work's done there. Jervis taps it down, picked up there by Wall, kicks round the corner. Back by himself is Weatherly, just can't see the ball in the sun. It's going to bounce into his hands anyway. Fends off, he's trapped the ball. He's got taken high. He did duck his head. Now he's allowed to play on, and that's Fletcher. He goes in, finds Cassidy at centre half back position. Running player has kept going. He's ignored him. Now he tips the ball in towards the centre wing. Coming up, taking the markers at Walson again. Oh, gee, quick hands was good. And again, Werribee now go long. Montebruno, have a look at that. One end to the other. And Montebruno will go back, and he will kick goal number 6 for himself.
I said earlier, you got to pay the head-high tackles, but I got a funny feeling he ducked his head. Then that's when you don't pay them. That's when you don't pay them, when they actually duck their head.
But again, the clean work, quick hands through the middle of the ground.
Yeah, it was very, very good.
So Montebruno has 5, comes in. Probably 15 to 20 metres out, not directly in front, but not far away from it. Just chips at the ball, goes across, umpire comes back. No worries about that one. That is goal number 6, and now the 22nd goal for the Werribee Central side, 22-6, 138. They lead West Geelong on 4-2-26. We've gone 7 minutes, third quarter, the Grandy Cycling Sports scoreboard.
And just getting on that, the way they move the ball. Again, Matty Walson was involved in the middle with those quick hands. And look, I think we'll see a lot of him this year, because even though he's got a bit of class, he might be just a little bit small for VFL seconds. So I think we'll see a fair bit of him. I thought he was a bit stiff not to be up there with BJ O'Toole last year in the Rookie of the Year. He played every game, but they tell me they prefer you to come through the GDFL juniors, where he didn't. So that's probably why he wasn't, considered. But he was a very, very good player last year, and he's improved already.
Back to the centre square. Jones and Jervis. Jones gets it down. Cassidy in the middle. Rides a bump, tries to get rid of the football. Handball come back to Jones. Kick was smothered. Stands in the tackle again. O'Brien puts him into the tackle. The ball spills free. Umpire will have to come in and ball it up now. Secondary bounce in the middle. You can hear the breeze in our headsets here. It's still pretty blustery at the Western Oval. Punched away by Jervis. Towards Denham, coming off half forward, got the handball free. O'Brien couldn't take it with him. Oh, could Samanis. The no look to Matt Smith. Across half back and out again, Hall. You just don't give this bloke that much room. He runs on centre wing by himself, goes long towards the square. Oh, Cornish called out by somebody, by Buddy, I think. And
Hall could have kept running then too.
Yeah, he probably could have. It was over the heads and out of bounds for a throw in. Left forward pocket. Centurions into attack. So Jervis up against Montebruno on this occasion. Jervis with a big thump away. That's Wilson. Wrapped up. Can't pull the footy out. Pack develops around him. They still fight hard for it. About 40 around from the Werribee goal. Held in the tackle. The umpire will come in and ball it up. So Werribee still into attack here. Ball thrown in the air. Jervis taps it towards the boundary line. And Patch sees it over. So we'll have a boundary throw in. Still 50 around from the Werribee goal. They're 22 goals, 6, 138. Leading Geelong West 4-2-26. Boundary throw in. Hall third man up. Ball comes to the back. He gets it again. His handball out to Salmon. Missed a target. Stan Shuey's in there as well. Ball spills free. Back to Cornish. Back to Wilson. His handball on the up. Fletcher couldn't take it with him. Now Geelong West from centre half back just set it up towards Connor Long.
Good kick.
Oh, Phipps thought he overran the mark there, but he didn't. Long wants to switch the play.
I think you're right. I think he did.
Sims runs through the middle, goes towards O'Brien at half foot. You're not going to mark it with one hand, not often anyway. Ball, Werribee. Get the training drill going across half back and get the ball out wide. Koutsamanis kicks a ball around the corner. Is a good kick too. Finds Taylor on a long lead. Centre wing on the outer side. Goes to the right foot kick long towards half forward. Training run. Gets it to Boyd. Boyd 50 out from goal.
He used to love a goal in the under-18s, young Boyd.
He's not without a show either. He's kicked 2, and if he can do a Tyrone Montebruno and just ease it in with the breeze.
It is his forte. He doesn't play much on the ball.
They're not deep pockets here at West, so he's certainly got a bit of a chance here if he floats it out and lets it go with the breeze. He puts it up there. Distance is just the problem, just in front of the square. And Jervis can run away, who was standing on the square, and kicks it back towards Fletcher. Can't take the mark. Denham left it behind for Geelong West. Pack develops. Ball spills free. Fletcher did well. Got it to Koutsamanis off the back of the pack. Short little kick to Salmon. Plays on. Goes to the left foot towards centre half forward. Sets it up for Montebruno. Stands his ground. Can't take the mark. Rove beautifully by Matt Smith, if you don't mind. I'll tell you, Van der Klooster might win the Whitley. Matt Smith might win it with him because he kicks his third. And the 23rd for Werribee Centrals. 23-6, 144. And they lead Geelong West 4-2-26. De Grande Cycle Sport third quarter scoreboard, 11.5 minutes played.
I just listened to your call a couple of times. You've actually said, he overrun it or he just left it behind and things like that. The way Werribee Centrals are playing, every time they do one of those little left behinds or overruns it, they get hurt really badly. So, yep, I know West aren't playing very good footy, but Werribee are playing very, very good stuff.
Good kicking too, 21-6.
Absolutely. On a day like this with the breeze, the way it is.
Well, I think a lot of that's got to be attributed to most of the shots for goal. There's been absolutely no pressure put on the player with the ball.
Yeah. We've just travelled, 12 minutes. They kick 5 in 12, so we could be up for another 8 or 9 goals in the quarter quite easily. The ball back in the middle, Jervis holding his own in the middle of the ground, but again, it's a clearance work. It's that runners out the back which frees up Koutsamanis, goes back again. So they've always got someone there in their wings, and there's balls kicked across the ground there. Good body work there from Sims. I'll give him that one. He's taken the player off the ball. He's got the ball in his hands himself. He goes over the top. Wall's got the ball back to Sims. Here's their better players, but now they're going to turn it over. Good clean pick up. Smith again steps out of trouble. Little quick give. Wanted to give it back, but now they swing, go on the left side, but the handball's gone over the boundary line, and that was McGuinness who gave the handball. Unfortunately, not good on the left-hand side. Didn't have much room to work with.
Yeah, there was not much Barry Cable in that, was there?
Not at all. So on centre wing, Jervis. Ruck work again. Jones finds front spot. Jervis works back, but Jones comes out with the ball. Kicks into the half-forward line. Where'll the ball go? Taylor had it, lost it. Ball at the hand, top of the ground. Picked up there by Montebruno. Quick kick back towards the goal square. Who's in front? Doesn't matter who's in front. Oh, it's been marked, is it?
No, got a free
Buddy
kick.
kick.
The Buddy.
Oh, Buddy. 2 for the quarter. Looking out for goal number 5 for the game.
Don't worry about Montebruno catching Mensch. This bloke might catch him.
It doesn't matter who kicks him, I don't reckon.
No.
So Buddy comes in. That's a nice looking kick off the ground goal as well. Didn't deviate 1 inch. 24 goals now. I'm going to have to get bigger pads or something and for the goals. 24 goals, 6 to Geelong West, 4 goals, 2. We have ticked over. I'll find the clock. It's nearly 14 minutes. Third quarter, the Grande Cycling Sports scoreboard.
Oh, I think Luke Phipps is making a big mistake here. I think he's got to get him at three-quarter time and say, listen, you blokes, don't kick too many goals because the time I'll be getting home is like the same time I got home last night from Winchelsea. We'll be here all day. And what the second quarter go for? 30-odd minutes?
31.
If they keep kicking this many goals, it'll be 30 minutes a quarter.
32 on the first.
32 on the first.
And that's from what, 20 minutes plus time on?
Yep.
Wow.
So, back to the middle.
Are the timekeepers allowed to take a little bit of liberty and just keep the clock running here and there? Sure.
Mercy rule.
Cogsy does.
And KO when they're losing.
Jones gets a second tap down. Cassidy gets out of traffic. Goes with the right foot kick wide. Has played the Toby Ray roll today, I reckon, Cassidy.
Yeah.
He's done very nicely. They move it around the centre wing position to Montebruno again. 50 out. Drills the pass. No mark taken. Cheetah defence under pressure. Wrapped up in the tackle. Good tackle too by Salmond. And close to the boundary line. I think the umpire will come in, will he? Yes, he will. Come in and ball it up. 40 around from the Werribee goal. Attacking the northern end in this third term. Ball up. Big punch away, but it's all Werribee numbers getting to the ball first. Good tackle though by Denham. And it's going to be a free kick to Denham at centre half back for the Cheetahs. So some respite for Geelong West. He goes short, it's okay to Jervies. Takes the mark at half back. Turns around, goes to centre wing. Oh, 2-on-1. Jones just floats across easy as you like and runs away. Handballs it to Boyd. Tries to draw a player. Jervies doesn't come at him, so he gets it out further afield. And they go with a long kick towards the point of the square. Oh, coming out Buddy, doesn't take the mark. Creates a bit of havoc though. Handball to nobody in particular from the Cheetahs. Now, kick around the corner from Hall, over the top. Geelong West have the numbers in the back line though. He goes wide, 1-on-1. Koutsamanis and Stan Chewy. Koutsamanis will get there first. Gets a shepherd from Cassidy. Kick around the corner was okay. And gets the ball back as well. Handball inboard. Sets Fletcher a task. Handball over the top was okay to Salmond on his left. He gets the handball away. Gets it towards the Todd Rowe. He's 40 metres out and he kicks the goal if you don't mind. It's as easy as that. Just wheels around on the corner and puts it through for his third. So it's easy as you like. 25-6, 156. Just Werribee Centrals. Geelong West 4-2-26. DeGrande Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard, 17 minutes played.
Oh, I just reckon I've used up everything I've thought about. I've got nothing to say.
All right, well, let's do some scores then.
Do some scores, will you?
All right, we'll do some scores. Corio 10-9-69, trailing Belmont 12-8-80. East Geelong 6-9-45, Thompson 7-3-45. Belpost Hill 4-9-33, Inverleigh 5-6-36. And North Geelong 16-7-103, leading Anakieon 4-6-30.
So we're back in the middle. Jones and Jervies up again. This time Jones over the top. Good clean tap out. It's going to be picked up there and run forward by Werribee. Salmon can't pick it up, but they've always got numbers behind, and there's one of them. And this is Gianni. He picks the ball up. I still like the way he moves. He doesn't do a lot, but he does well. Goes into the half-forward line. Montebruno's out. Can't take the mark. Running player was Boyd at the front of the square. Oh, contest. Missed the ball. Takes his West opponent off the ball. Now it's at ground level. West needs support. They've got a free kick there and some reprieve, and it's Robbie Sims who's going to come out with the ball. So Sims now on the half-back line. He kicks the ball in. Goes short. And it's hit the target this time. That's a good kick from Sims. Hit Denham. So Denham now goes out wide. That's what they need to do. Control the ball a bit. O'Brien now has the ball. Goes inside looking for Long. Kicks the ball a little bit high. Showed it a little bit towards Phipps, but he wasn't able to get there, make the ground. And the mark has been taken. So now West with a chance. Called to play on by the umpire. Goes short and will find White. Went through his hand. Cassidy couldn't pick the ball up. Going to be falling into the favour hands of West here. High tackle. And it's going to be Kelly. I think it has the ball. So Kelly now comes into the half-forward line. Mark's going to be taken there by Koutsamanis, who's drifted back with the flight of the ball. Has the chip over the top. Hit the target, and it's Jones. He's been good also for them. Kick goes short. Wedley, running player, goes back to Koutsamanis. Has a player over the top if he wants to. Goes short. Draws Montebruno to the ball. Comes out and takes the mark. Just outside 50. Looking for the options. Has one short. Taylor's going back towards the square. He's going to take his sit now. In range, Grubby, just outside 50.
Oh, with this wind, I'd say it's possible, yeah.
So, Montebruno. Tyron has 6 goals won to this stage of the game. Lining up here for goal number 7. Comes in. Deliberate approach on goal. Long kick, but it's never started in the right spot, that one. Looking for distance, and the accuracy's not good, and it's gone out of bounds on the full. So behind post, West to bring it back into play. Wall, I think it is down there, that will take the resulting free kick.
At least it keeps him looking good on the scoreboard. There's no behinds, but it goes out in the full and no one remembers.
I kick 6-1.
24-6, 150. 25-6, aren't we? Yep. Yeah, 156 to 4 goals, 226. And we've ticked over 19 minutes, third quarter to Grandy Cycling Sports scoreboard.
The Cheetahs with the free kick in the last line of defence. Kick down the ground by Wall. goes towards the boundary. Bradshaw puts the hands up, takes the mark. Good mark too. Third or fourth in line. Took the grab at half back for the Cheetahs. Pops up into the wind. Gregorio in the middle, can't take it with him. Slick hands, back to Fletcher. Drills the pass towards full forward, over the head of a couple. Cheetahs with the numbers at the back of the pack, but what have they got? If there's three there, they haven't got much to kick to. Chain of handball, Sims runs it out, goes towards Connor Long. Coming the other way was McNichol for Werribee Centrals. Sims follows it up on centre wing, loses the football in the tackle, worried out of it. Wilson gets around, in fact it's Hall. Hall handball further afield, they break free, do they? Handball back, close to the boundary line, working in tight. Hall, kick as he gets slung, might be okay. Luxa Fortune, Braden Montabruno gives it away, under pressure, they get the kick away. I think it was Salmon who goes long, and it's not off hands because it's out of bounds on the full. It was over a couple of players there, so be a Geelong West free kick. Last line of defence, 25-6-1, 56. They lead Geelong West 4-2, 21 minutes played third term.
So resulting free kick again to go with Wall in the back pocket. Looking for options, but there's not much moving her forward. The ball goes towards Gregorio. Ball over the top. Picked up there by Lima, goes over the top. Handball wasn't good, didn't hit a target, but the handball was picked up. And
it's too high.
Yeah, it was a little bit high, that one. Stan Chewy's going to be resulting free kick on centre wing. So
he hasn't done too bad, Stan Chewy. I don't mind his game.
From Geelong West, just backward of centre wing, has a player further afield, goes short, looks for Jervis, can't make the distance with the Bruce taking the ball away from him, but he goes back and collects it. He's working pretty hard there, Jervis, goes in towards centre half forward, kick not good, ends up in the hands of Cassidy, can't take the mark, needs to get the ball out, does so. Picked up there by Long, Long goes by hand to Denham, Kelly. Kelly just stands for one step, goes long towards the goal square, and he has kicked his fourth goal of the afternoon and the fifth goal for Geelong West. 5 goals, 2 now, 26 to Werribee Central's 25-6-1, 56. I just couldn't read that 24 over there, but 25 definitely. And we have played 22 minutes, third quarter, the Grandy Cycling Sports scoreboard.
Gee, I don't know. At least blokes like Jervis that are still having a fair income go, as Jason just yawns and doesn't know what he's doing here. But at least some Jervis and some of those blokes are having a go. But it doesn't really matter much what we say anymore, because the few listeners that we have got have probably gone out to weed the garden long ago.
And back to the middle. And Gregorio gets it down, hits Jones in the head. Falcon goes towards Wilson. Wall in the middle as well for Geelong West. Breaks free on centre wing, goes towards half forward with a kick. Round the corner. And can't be kept in there by Kelly. That's Ben Kelly. With the boundary thrown right in front of our commentary position, half forward. Cheetahs into attack. Western side of the Western Oval. Kelly gets it away to Wall. Kick around the corner towards Kelly at full forward. That's Sam. Goes past him. And pack develops. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Callan Novinek, is it? Novinek?
Yeah, he's a product of the under-18s a couple of years ago. Good kid.
Playing down back at the moment for the Centurions. Jones goes up. And the ruck contest. Slick little handball close to the boundary line. Wilson keeps it in, but only as far as O'Dwyer. Had it, lost it. Worried out of it in the end. Or was that a push?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Well, he actually fell, and he fell on top of him,
Weatherly,
but unfortunately it's still in the back.
So Weatherly, in the last line of defence for Werribee, will take the free kick. Got Jones short. If he wants him as the get out. He doesn't. He goes further afield. It's okay. Matt Smith takes the mark.
You're allowed to blow the whistle, mate.
Yeah.
He took a long time to blow that whistle.
At defensive 50, chips the ball. Handball back towards Phipps. He chips the ball in the middle to Cornish. Takes the mark right in the middle of the Western Oval. Went right, then turned around, went left. He chipped the ball over the top. Oh. Fletcher followed it down. Now he goes long with the kick. Good boot too, but has just sprayed it. That's a fair kick.
He's kicked that for 65 yards.
70 metres. Off one step. Off one step. But he's missed it. So drag him. And
well, that would be against the game plan, sure.
First blemish on the scoreboard in the third term for Werribee. They go 25-7, 157, and they lead Geelong West 5-2-32 to Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard. 25 minutes played.
So the ball's been kicked in from the full-back position. Goes out towards the clubroom side. Jones, best position, doesn't take the mark, but the numbers at the ground. Picked up there, Cornish had it, tapped it forward, good hands. Jones went to Montebruno. Montebruno went towards goal, goes across and will be just too far across and through for a minor score. 25 goals 8 now to 5 goals 2. So just a few blemishes in this quarter. The short kick, dangerous, and Montebruno couldn't get there to affect the spoil marks being taken there by Cogger. Comes back and goes wide looking for Lima. Good hands, just inside the boundary line, needed to take it, and does. Short, was going to go towards Sim, but stumbled coming off the bike track there, I think. Kicks into the man on the mark, has Sims there in support, he's tackled, breaks it. Handball's back towards Lima, needs to pick it up, didn't collect it. Now it's been dragged over the boundary line, the umpire will say throw it back in. This time it's going to be Buddy come up and do the ruck work against Gianni. No, sorry, against Gregorio. But kicked up there by Weston. I think it was White who's put the ball out of bounds on the full. So the resulting free kick goes to Jones of Werribee side. Goes inside. It's a nice looking kick. Kicks was found player in the middle of the ground. It ends up with Phipps. Phipps goes by hand. And it comes out wide to Novanek. Novanek kicks into the half-forward line. It's a nice-looking kick. Taylor overruns it. Running player behind. Werribee leading the chase for the ball. Stop, prop. Well, they get themselves out of trouble. The handball only goes as far as Taylor. Taylor goes backwards. Ends up the hand there of Buddy. Steadies, looks, has plenty of time. Short kick to the hot spot. And Lima steps into the hole and takes the mark. Plays out wide. Running White, needs to be a good kick. Unfortunately, it's going to run out of the bounds and will be on the half-forward line where he's attacking into the ground. At 25 goals 8, 152. They lead Geelong West on 5-2-32. We have gone 26, nearly 27 minutes, third quarter, the Granny Cycling Sports scoreboard.
So boundary throw in. Gorio from behind. Pack develops wide over the top of it as well for the Cheetahs.
I hope these other new blokes that he's got coming have got a bit of skill, because I think that a lot of the difference here today, their skill level's nowhere near Werribee's today, is it?
Been very clean, the Centurions. Wilson, kick was smothered from the ruck contest. And tackle put on there by Matt Smith. Not going anywhere, the Cheetahs from half back. O'Dwyer gets up, hands the ball back to the central umpire, who throws it in the air. Neither ruckman get an effective tap on that. Smith sees it over, boundary throw in, left half forward. 27.5 minutes played, third term. The boundary throw in. Gregorio up against Montebruno. Neither get an effective tap. Montebruno gets it down towards Walson. He's wrapped up, goes back in, puts his head down. The umpire will come in and ball it up. You have a crack then. See if you can get it out of there well. I can't.
Grab the other go. Ball thrown up the centre wing position. Gregorio, the big fella, taps it forward. Players pick the ball up. I think it's Kelly. He tries to burst his way through. Umpire says it's not coming out. And again, umpire will come in and take possession. This time on centre wing. So players just move themselves all down the ground. Still chasing the ball. Ends up there. Smith picked the ball up, tried to get in and out of trouble, couldn't do so. He's tackled the balls over the top now. Again, Jones thought he's been good today with his game. Goes out towards the boundary line, and again, it's over the boundary line. Will be thrown back in. Umpire just needs to keep the game flowing here. They'll soon let go, I reckon. So the ball comes back into play.
You're right.
Gregorio taps the ball to the front of the pack. Who's going to come out with it? It's Ryan Cornish with head over the ball. Can't get clear. Tell you what, someone just needs to slam it on the boot and get it going. You're right, Jace. It's become a bit of a novelty here. There it is. Ball's picked up. Got to be clear. Todoro's on his right side. Goes back. Fletcher. Let's lick the ball long. Able to take a bounce. Has one. Steady. Looks up. Player coming at him. He's not going to hit the target. Over the top it goes. Running towards the boundary line. Taylor gets back. Needs to feed the ball back inside, but can't. And the ball goes over the boundary line. 10 metres around from the behind post. We've gone 29 minutes. There's got to be that mercy rule, I think, applied very early in the season. Umpire about to throw the ball back in. This time Buddy does the buck work, goes over the top. Todoro comes in. They must have been missing the box, and it's three-quarter time here at the Western Oval. Werribee Centrals, 25 goals 8. 158, we think, to 5 goals, 232, Geelong West. Goal kickers. Montebruno Tyrone has 20, sorry, I was going to say 26.
20.
Has 6. Jason Buddy has 5, 3 each to David Totoro, Matthew Taylor and Matthew Smith. 2 each, or 2 goals to Daniel Boyd, 1 to Matthew Wilson, David Hall and Luke Salmon. And for the Geelong West side, 4 to Sam Kelly from limited opportunities being good, and Alex Denham has the other goal kicker for that side.